Hi everyone, it's Lisa and Luna from Don't Run with Scissors, back with another Technique Tuesday. I was out shopping with Mom a few weeks ago, and she fell in love with this new embossing folder that has a reindeer on it. And I asked her, well, what do you plan on doing with that? And she really didn't have an answer. So today I was going to show an idea on how to use these as stamped or embossed images for any simple card that you're making. I'm going to give this a quick clean on the inside. So on any of these embossing folders, you have a debossed side and an embossed side. If you think about it, which part is going into the paper that's going to leave the image? This is the side that's raised. You can probably see that there. So if I were to cover this with ink, the really only piece that would perhaps leave an image that wouldn't be messy would be the deer. On this side, if you were going to go over it with ink, because this piece is lower, this little reindeer is indented into the plastic, when you cover it with ink, that should be what color goes onto your cardstock. So I was playing around, and I had a couple new distress pads that I bumped into that were on sale. Let me just dry this off real quick. And I said, well, let's see if we can put him in a sunset-y type background. And this is how you can do it. Again, I have two Ranger ink pads here. And I'm just going to rub right onto the embossing folder and add some color to it. It is helpful to have a Q-tip around when you're doing this. Right now, the background would all be, actually I think I switched the covers on this. Worn lipstick, and I'm going to add some orange into it because I did want to have a little bit of a sunset-y feel to it. And I think I'll go back over this real quick. Let's add some pink. Okay, now we're just going to give this a whirl. So what I would do to double check, if you're doing something as simple as this, it's pretty easy to do. Something more intricate you probably can't do very well, but I don't know if you can see at home. I'm just gonna put something underneath it. The reindeer's got a smudge in his legs. If you have that Q-tip, or you can use your finger just to kind of clean up in there, if you're really good with the baby wipe, or one of these little cotton balls on the end of a string, that could work too. I don't think I have any accessible at the moment, but a Q-tip would do just fine. You can get right in all the nooks and crannies and clean out the area that you really don't want any color on. And let's go from here. Have a piece of cardstock. People do this in many different ways. It depends on how steady your hands are. Put my piece in here. Fold the color down into the paper. I'm using my Cuttlebug tonight. Put it on my B plate. Add my next B plate that seems to have disappeared. Just right on top of it. Zip this through. And again, you can do this with any embossing folder. Multiple colors, single colors, anything you want. And there you have it. You can tell I didn't do a very good job coloring here on the side. I did do two earlier. To see how that worked. Here is rubbing the ink pads on. You can see you're getting the grain from the ink pads in there. It's a little bit of smudging. Some people like to use brayers. This was a brayered background. I didn't like how it covered in over the antlers. If you have a softer brayer, this one's a harder rubber. Sometimes you can do that. But this is your final image, and you can emboss in. I'm probably going to just cut all around it and put some kind of happy sentiment in there to say Merry Christmas, season's greetings, enjoy the gifts of nature. Some of the various stamps we have. I wish I spent a little more time cleaning him. But any of this will work. It cleans up very well with water. No big deal. These are just distressing, so it absolutely will wash up with water. Baby wipes are great. Keep those on hand. Cheap brand. Don't go out of your way. Use a coupon. Do something. Save yourself some money. And that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this, learned a little something to do different with the embossing folders that you have, and I hope you have a great evening. Have a good night. Bye-bye.